Hey everybody, and welcome back to some more Frostpunk. It's currently day 33, it's negative 70 degrees Celsius. That is ludicrously cold. It's currently 10:58 a.m. But considering the sheer coldness of the situation, things are going pretty well. People are still in livable housing, which is good. Our generator isn't even cranked to the max right now. It's only on level 2 out of level 3, and we also do have the option to overdrive it if needs be as well, on top of the fact that we do have more research that can be done in terms of making it more powerful and upgrading its range as well. Speaking of research though, we do have to pick what we're going to do next, and I'm actually not too sure what I want to work on. We could go with hothouse insulation, but I do still have a sinking feeling that our hothouse is currently being heated by a heater. I think that even if we unlock Hothouse Insulation Mark II, we're going to have to keep the heater on. Now, it might be the case that eventually it gets so cold that we need the heater on and Hothouse Insulation Mark II research as well, but we're not at that point yet. So for now, I'm kind of contemplating the infirmary, because at the end of the last episode, we began receiving quite a big influx of people. We got 130 more people on the way. Now, the first batch of people that arrived were quite ill, and I have a feeling that the next two batches are not going to be any better. In fact, they're probably going to be worse. And so despite the fact that an infirmary does require a steam core, I think I'm probably going to go for it, just so we can house even more ill people, and if things get bad, try and heal them as fast as is humanly possible. We should be ready for them in terms of housing. We've got a ton of houses being built over here, as well as a steam hub ready to keep them warm. So everyone over there should be livable. They are indeed fantastic. Nobody, I don't think, is living in a cold house, which is good. The second wave, everyone's welcome. 25 of them are ill, 25 gravely ill. Discontent will rise. I'm going to say again, everybody's welcome. I'll take the discontent. We will use our faith powers, which are over here somewhere. Faith keepers. Discontent will fall. Let's have a procession tonight. Let's also look at getting some more research done. Infirmary checklist, maybe? Infirmaries will heal people 15% faster. Let's do it. We have 85 people who are ill, which is not great. I will spend one of our 2 steam cores on an infirmary, despite the fact that we are still saving up for a wall drill. And I think we'll put it like back here. For now, again, trying to keep it inside of the hub range. It might still require its own individual heating on top of that, but that's okay. So we'll speed that up. It's not going to speed everything up, of course, because we're still, we still have a lot of medical posts out there. The public house is inoperative. I think that's fine. I don't think we need to waste coal on keeping the public house warm. I will employ some children at the cookhouse, get this online as well, start processing some of our raw food faster, and let's assign 10 engineers to the infirmary, which also quite possibly does need to be warm. The procession is starting. Discontent has fallen massively, which is brilliant. We were missing just a little bit of path there, but that's fine. It seems like that is warm enough. We should probably turn the heating on. Like, it probably shouldn't be chilly in the infirmary, right? You go somewhere to be healed, and there's a small chance you get ill because it's so cold in the place that you're being healed at. Not ideal. Not ideal. But already, we're working through our ill patients. If any of the gravely ill become amputees, that's fine. We've got the resources required to give them prosthetics. Speaking of prosthetics, we could get the research for that taken care of. Streamlined prosthetics. Although, automaton integration increases our efficiency by another 10%. I think we'll do that for now. Simply because we don't have any amputees. If we get like a large influx of them, then we can reevaluate. But for now, I think that's fine. How are we doing on everything? Coal is good. Wood is fine. Steel is also fine. Food is the big one. And food is still doing just fine. We've really invested heavily in food over the last few episodes. And so I think that's kind of paying dividends right now. You'll see our food gain is still on the rise. This big estimation drop I don't think is accurate, or at least I hope it's not. And although the food ration use is on the rise, it's not outstripping food gain. So we should still be putting extra food rations into storage, despite the increase in the number of mouths that we're currently feeding. Now, I think I will deconstruct this wall drill and reassign the automaton, because deconstructing the wall drill, I believe, is going to give us a steam core back. Let me check that real quick. It does. And getting that steam core back is going to allow us to put down a level 3 coal mine on one of our coal deposits and really start to get increased amounts of coal. Like, I don't really think we need an automaton on this coal thumper. Like, the excess coal that it makes is not going anywhere. because we don't have enough people working, you know, in the night on gathering posts to collect all the excess coal. So we might also, you know, tear down one of the automatons or maybe move him onto a workshop or something. But for now, resources, advanced coal mine. Let's stick one of those down. I guess we'll do it over here, pretty close to where people live. And also, if we needed to add like another hub, we could maybe kill 2 birds with 1 stone here and heat up both the coal mine. Actually, no, if we're going to put an automaton here, we don't need it to be warm, but nevertheless, that's fine. We'll get an automaton working over there fairly soon, which should provide an extra 900 coal per day. We're still reaching the limits of our raw food, which is not ideal. I think I will go for an extra 10% on automatons, make them as efficient as is humanly possible. That seems like it's always a good thing. I think we do still have 1 automaton lying around, we do. And so we could put an automaton on the cookhouse. We could also put an automaton on the gathering posts, like one of these gathering posts, just to collect the excess overnight. I'm honestly not too sure what we should be doing with our spare automaton. Although, I thought we had 1 spare after this. Oh no, we don't. We'll have a spare if we take one off the coal pump, I see. For now, though, we don't have a spare automaton. And that's fine. I'm okay with not having a spare automaton. Once again, I will build what might be our 4th or 5th large resource depot just for coal, because we're kind of encroaching on that 20,000 again. But here we are with the 3rd wave of refugees. Everybody is welcome. There are 60 people. 50 of them are gravely ill. I'm going to take them. What looms ahead? Sir, we can now clearly see what the refugees were running from. The Great Frost is coming. We have to prepare. Our scientists say they can calculate the severity of the storm from observations. They just need a day or 2 to prepare the instruments and install the beacon. Okay. I don't know if we have to build the beacon or if they will build it themselves. Either way, resources, large resource depot number 59 for yet more coal. I'm hoping that we are prepared for this Great Frost that is coming, given our large amount of coal. We do have 110 ill people, but that doesn't seem to be overloading our current medical facilities, which is good. We could even put an automaton on the infirmary, but I don't think that's necessarily worth it. Streamlined prosthetics could also be useful, but again, we'll wait until we have people who need it first. I think we probably want to start focusing. I guess we could do coal mining optimization, get some more coal out of our advanced coal mine, but I think we want to start working on the generator upgrades. So we'll do power. It's going to drop to negative, we're probably at negative 50. I thought we were at negative 70. Let me lower this generator, my friend. People do not need to be this warm. Turn off the steam hubs. Turn everything off. People are living such a warm and lavish lifestyle right now. We can turn a lot of these off, and people are still comfortable. Maybe we can shut the generator down at negative 50, and people might be okay. The cookhouse is not okay. The cookhouse is cold when the generator is off, but everybody else is actually fine. Although I am waiting for it to actually drop below level 1 first to see how that affects things. It might get a bit too cold after we drop below level 1. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to leave it on level 1 for now. That's still fine. We are going to drop to negative 70 and then back up to 60. I think we're in a perfectly fine situation here. We can handle 70. We just did, which of course means we can handle 60. We'll store, I guess, coal here. But on top of that, we are going to have to build yet another one for food because we've got 3,000 food here, which needs to go somewhere. I guess here is where that somewhere is going to be. No more refugees coming, which is a plus, I guess. Research beacon. Oh, do we have to research the beacon here? I don't think we do, right? Oh, we do. It's up here in the top right. I didn't even see it. 100 wood and 100 steel. Let's do that. It's quite a bit of wood and steel, but we've got over 1,000 of each right now, which is brilliant. What are these little circles? Oh, it's the steam hubs. They're offline. That's fine. Everyone is kind of okay. Yeah, no one's cold. A few people are chilly. No one's cold. There are a few chilly in the workshops and whatnot, but I think for the most part, everyone is doing just fine. I will turn the infirmary back on again because, as I said previously, we don't need the infirmary being chilly. We don't want people getting sick in the infirmary. I think our number of ill has just gone up a little bit, but that's okay. We can deal with that. We're almost getting to the point where we're full up on steel, which is kind of insane. Our hunter's hangars can't do anything because we've got so much raw food. So I guess we'll store food rations in here, and I'm going to build another large depot. Our city is basically like half filled with large depots at this point. It is insanity. But I feel like we need one for the for the raw food because we have just too much of it. And our hunter's hang is not going to work while we have so much raw food lying around. All right, the beacon research has been completed. I don't think I have to build it, right? No, it doesn't actually unlock anything. It just allows our scientists to figure that out. Steam hub range upgrade. That could definitely be worth it. They do consume twice as much coal when that's active, which is not great. Let's go for the generator range upgrade. Not that we necessarily need it, I don't think, but we could. Prepare for the storm. Sir, the scientists couldn't believe their eyes, but they've double and triple checked their calculations. They say the strongest winds of the storm will cause the temperature to plummet beyond anything we have experienced before. Hunting will be impossible. It's a good thing we invested in a hothouse. The plants in the hothouse will freeze. Gosh dang it. Never mind. Everyone outside the city will perish, and so will we if we can't heat our homes properly. We have to prepare. Okay. I'm hoping the plants in the hothouse will only freeze if we can't heat it up enough. Prepare for the storm. Okay, we have a lot of stuff here. Recall all scout teams. We have no scout teams. Everyone has been recalled. So I think that's fine. I'm hoping that just kind of takes care of itself. Like we have no scout teams. So that's okay. Rescue survivors from these 3 locations, which I think we've already done. So if I hit play, do these like auto get completed? Or are these like new locations that we've found, or? Oh, they are new locations. Ah. All right, well, we have got, I don't know how many days, 7 days until the storm hits. In that case, I will send out some scout teams. We'll put 2 together. The first one, please go and save these people. The second one, go and save these people. 24 hours. That should be fine. We can then go and save people and bring them back. We've got a ton of time. Research generator power upgrade Mark 3 we've done. Research override coupling we've not done. Gather at least a week's worth of food for each citizen, which totals to 3,438, which we are incredibly close to. We might even complete that like within the next day or so. So that is actually fine. There we go. Food completed. Fantastic. That is brilliant. Food supplies are ready. They are. They are. Hope is rising. Look at that. We're prepared. We're prepared even in the event that things get colder than we've ever seen before, which is brilliant. We should probably just deconstruct this gathering post. No one's ever going to work there. It's been there for so many episodes now and is truly unnecessary. I guess next we'll do the overdrive coupling, which I think is like, I think there's a research between now and then. Oh no, we can do this one, and then I guess we can do the bypass as well if we wanted to. Not that it's really necessary. I cannot believe that once again we are filling up on coal. I guess we could make, like this here was supposed to be for raw food, but we could make it for coal again, or even for steel. No, let's stick with raw food for now so we don't ever fill up on that again. Generator research complete, fantastic. Let's do overdrive coupling just for the quest here on the left. And then I guess let's build like 2 more large depots. Because what else are we going to do here? I don't want to cover this wall drill spot, even though I don't think we're going to build another wall drill. Just, you know, the option of having it is nice. I guess we'll do 1 here. And then maybe like 1... You can't put them that far back. I could put 1 like here. But I do kind of want to, you know, bear in mind that we might need more space going forward. We'll put 1 there. Sure. And we'll connect it up to pathing. We might be going overboard at this point in time. We might not need this much storage for any of this. Like maybe we could just stop mining coal or stop getting as much steel. Wood is falling. We do have a steam core now, so we could reinitiate the wall drill if we wanted to, but I don't really think it's necessary. Homes over there were doing fine. They've got snow on them, so I was a little worried they were too cold. Like the houses that are warm enough don't have snow on their top. We do have 1 amputee, so I'll schedule 1 prosthetic. It is about to drop to -70, so I will preemptively raise the generator, despite the fact that everybody's already comfortable. I'm going to get complaints soon. People are going to be like, I'm too warm. I know it's -70 outside, but please turn the generator off. It's too warm in this house. The generator is ready. Nice. Hopefully hope will rise again there with the generator upgrade. Generator stress will increase 25% slower and fall 25% faster. Could be useful. I don't know if we're going to have to put our generator into overdrive or not. Let's go coal mining optimization. Let's get more coal, because we don't have enough coal already, right? How are we doing on the rescue front? 6 and 12 hours away, respectively. I think we can safely speed up here. -70 is about to hit. We should definitely turn on these steam hubs. before that temperature drop hits, because otherwise these guys on the outskirts are going to get rather cold rather fast. The same's true up here with the people working on coal. There we go. Desperate father, runaway child. Sir, a man is here to see you. He says that his daughter ran away after the news of the storm spread. He wants to borrow a scout sled to go after her. She's a big girl, but she was always very impulsive, and she scares easily, the father explains. I must find her before she's lost for good. She's all I have left. He'll die too, stop him, equip him for the journey, 30 food rations will be spent, or ignore him. This man will be prevented from leaving the city. I'm going to equip him for the journey. We've got the food. If you want to go out there and try and find your daughter, more power to you, my friend. You might die, but if there's a chance you can bring your daughter back, that's all that matters, right? I hope we get a resolution to that story. Like, I hope it lets us know. I hope he comes back. We'll see. Coal mining rationalization. Another 10% of efficiency? I will take it. We have 23,000 coal. The scouts have arrived. How many survivors? Only 18. Bring them back. Oh, we're discovering new locations, though. Oh, okay. And we're bringing them back. We're not sending them back. Okay. That's interesting. It's making me think. For a long time, I thought that it would be completely not worth it to get boosted sleds and additional scouts, but I'm starting to think it might well be worth it. To the point where, you know what, I'm going to abort this. I'm going to switch to boosted scout sleds. I want my scouts to be able to move fast. We've only got 7 days, and especially if we're going to keep finding more survivors, and especially on top of that, if we have to keep bringing them back with the scouts, this research will be necessary. We're about to hit the negative 70 drop, which I think is fine. Discontent's rising, that's okay. We could have evening prayer, raise hope, and we might even be able to do... I keep forgetting which building it is over here. There are so many buildings now. I don't know which one. Faith Keepers. We're close to being able to do another nighttime procession if things do get too high up there. Let's also do a sermon as well. Let's raise hope even more. Let's also do another prosthetic. The city is so full. Like, compared to the last time I played this game, our city, like, we're almost running out of space. We're not, because our space is being used very inefficiently, and if we wanted to, we could rearrange a few things to make more space, but it feels like we're kind of running out of space. We are using more coal now due to the fact that the generator is on, like, the range is further. We also have engineers who are cold, which is not ideal. And also a care house, which is chilly, despite the fact that there's a steam hub there. I'll turn the heater on at the care house. We only have 8 days worth of coal. We are using a crazy amount of coal. The 23,000 only lasts 8 days. All right, scouts have reached the snow burrows. How many people? Another 18. Bring them back. We will take everybody. We have the resources. So that's 36 more. So we'll build like another 4 houses. We might need another steam hub, or potentially the research that increases the range of steam hubs, but I should probably just finish that path up, right? Connect it all the way up to there. But I think that's fine. I think we can afford an extra steam hub. Research done. Beautiful. Our scouts are now faster. Do I want to go with additional scouts? I don't really see why not. I think we can save many, many more people and bring them all back. I don't think there's a single person we've said no to thus far. And so I think we can bring everybody back if we have enough scouts. Again, I'll speed things up here. Scouts have arrived. Beautiful. Let's pause and send them out real quick. You guys can go to this camp over here, I guess. So we don't know if this one has survivors. We do know that the Deep Hollow has survivors. Okay. So I guess we'll send our new team when they're ready out to the place where we know survivors are. Although I have a feeling that the other locations are also going to have survivors as well. Nobody should ever be hungry, really. Additional scouts researched. Fantastic. Let's get those guys going. The pub is still too cold to be running. That is fine. Our other scout team has also returned. Nobody is homeless, which is fantastic. Let's send these guys out to, I guess, Camp Meteor. We do need to keep an eye on the storm. We've still got 6 days, and I can't imagine there are that many more scout locations, but if it takes them a day to get there and, you know, half a day to get back, we do need to bear in mind that ideally we want everybody back in the city by the time things get cold. Really cold. Speaking of really cold, our workshops are quite cold. The Faith Keepers are also cold, but I'm not too bothered about them guys being cold. The cookhouses being very cold is likely an issue. They might not work that cold, or if they do work, they're probably making children ill. And so maybe I'm thinking about like deconstructing maybe 2 of our Hunters hangars and moving these cookhouses down here and putting down another steam hub. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to deconstruct, 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 deconstruct. We'll try and do whatever we can to not have, you know, people getting sick. I am also well aware of the fact that we are, once again, rapidly encroaching on our coal capacity. How will we manage against this monstrosity? Natalie, do not worry about it. I have got this under control. I'm going to put down a steam hub, like right here, to warm up the cookhouse and the last few workshops that have people working in them. We do have 3 spare steam cores now. And so once again, we could get another automaton, or, you know, 3. But I don't know if we need it. We're also filling up on food rations as well. We're doing surprisingly well, I think. Let's explore Camp Vulcan, which does have more survivors as well. You're going the wrong way. The scientists mistook us for refugees, but after we told them about our city, they're nonplussed. New site discovered. So we can escort them back, we can direct them back. Ooh. Some of them might die if we don't escort them back. Given that we have 3 sets of people, I'm going to escort them back. I don't want scientists dying on the way back in an ideal scenario. Research, we're getting close to having a lot of this research done. I think I'm going to go with the Steam Hub range upgrade. We're not necessarily going to have every hub working in a bigger range, but just having the option to increase the range to kind of encapsulate maybe a few more houses or a few more buildings, I think is going to be really useful. Not really much point in employing children in the cookhouse when we have 230 people, 170 of which are adults not working. But you know, we signed that child labor law, and so I guess we're gonna run with it. Hopefully our engineers are a little warmer now. They're not, they're still cold. Alright, I'm gonna turn these on. The workshops that don't have automatons are gonna be a bit warmer. We now have Steam Hub upgrades, which is good. I will definitely take Steam Hub efficiency. Using less coal in our Steam Hubs is fantastic. Resource-wise, let's get our 100th large depot down for yet more coal storage. We're closing in on 30,000 coal, which at the current rate is only 6 days worth of coal because we have just so much heating that is being given right now. Scouts have reached Deep Hollow. Of course, there are survivors. We'll bring them home. 18 more survivors, that is fine. We are finding yet more locations and trying to uncover them as fast as is humanly possible. It might have been a mistake to bring the scouts back with the engineers, but we're definitely going to complete these 3 quests down here just as soon as that Deep Hollow returns. You guys can head out to, I think I'm going to go as far out. We're going to go to the furthest one while we have the time. We've got 5 days left, so I think we can definitely, you know, spare the day and a half it's going to take to get there and back. We do still have to recall, I understand what this means now. It says 0 out of 5. We have 3 scouts teams, and we also have 2 outpost teams we also have to bring back. That's fine, we can do that. Please store yet more coal, thank you. I don't even know if we should bother holding more food rations. I mean, we definitely should, because there's no reason not to, right? Well, the main reason might be like we don't have space, but we'll put down another resource depot, we'll store more rations. I know that we need to store more rations, I think we have enough. The game's told us we have enough, but I'll take it. We're almost done here. Let's go ahead and complete the page, I guess, by getting generator safety bypass going, just in case we have to pump up our generator to the extreme. Camp Meteor has nothing. Fallen Star. We searched the remains of a camp. This must have been some scientific operation dedicated to the research of whatever punched in this hole in the ice. All right, carry on. So no one's there, which is probably quite good. It means that we can get to these new locations faster. I do wish we kind of found those earlier, because we had a couple of days there with no scouts that we could have spent trying to find and explore those new locations. 6 people are homeless. Okay, that is fixable. We will put down more housing. This infirmary is in a janky position. I'm gonna build 3 more houses just because I think we're gonna get more people coming in. And then let's see about like bumping the range up on this. Oh, they're already set to the higher range by default. That's probably not... we'll leave it on the higher range, I guess. Yeah, that's okay. It does mean it's going to use more coal, but we still have 8 days worth of coal remaining, you know, taking us to, you know, day 46. I'm still very happy with hope and discontent. Hope is very high, discontent is very low. Hungry mother, sir, a woman has come to plead with you. She wants more food rations, but the cooks say she's already received her allowance. I beg you, Captain, give her 2 food. Yeah, discontent will rise, hope will fall. I'll take the discontent. You can have 2 food rations. We've got 4,500. What kind of leader would I be if I hoarded 4,500 food rations and refused to give a hungry mother 2 food rations? The scouts have arrived safely. That's another check in the box. Oh man, we've got... Oh, the frost is coming in. Get out of there. Hold on. Hold on. You're on the way there. Let's go to the large crater. I didn't realize the frost was coming from this direction. I would have started over here as opposed to heading over this way. But real quick, dismantle this, would you? And head home. We have enough Tesla cores. That's okay. Survivors rescued. Brilliant. Hope is rising. We do have a lot of ill people, but that's okay. We've got the capacity to heal them. So this is all fine. Negative 80 and then negative 90 are now on the horizon on day 41 and 42. Things are getting awfully cold, as well as awfully full here. That's that entire page of heating complete. So we can now do as much heating as is humanly possible in the game. We're pretty close on this. There are a few of these I don't really see the point in getting, like medical automaton integration. We don't have any automatons working in medicine, so that seems useless. It also seems useless to increase our coal right now. We've got so much of it. Let's do healthcare installation, so that when things get, you know, negative 80, negative 90, the infirmary and whatnot are still warm and still preventing people from getting ill. Scouts have arrived. Explore. Hungry polar bears. There's nothing to do here. All right. I think that... Oh, there is another one. Oh, do we risk that? It's so far away. I wish we could detour these guys, or maybe detour these guys. Can I detour these guys? I can. Let's detour you to Jagged Rocks. And then we're going to send you to the large crater because you're so close. And then we're going to send you to this camp. Nice. I don't know how we got the message out to all of our scouts to change course, but we did it. We managed to redirect them. It's getting warmer, which is brilliant. Nothing for us to do right now. Everybody is comfortable at negative 60, and we're still gaining coal, presumably. Look at that. Look at that graph. We are gaining so much coal. It's insane. Food thefts cause riots. There is no need to riot over food. We have so much food. So we investigated the discrepancies between the raw food use and output of our cookhouses. It turns out that the cooks are stealing food. People are furious. The cooks are children. We have children working in the cookhouses. We caught 3 thieves. They said they wanted to secure their families before the storm shuts down the food supply. Banish them, ask the faith keepers to supervise the cooks, or I won't address this. Cooks will keep stealing food. I guess we'll have the faith keepers supervise. It seems like the children should probably have supervision if they're, you know, taking care of our most vital resource right now. Now, I think at this point, we're kind of just in the situation to wait. Waiting for research to complete more of that. I do want to keep an eye on this storm here. These guys have got back more than fast enough. I was worried that this scout team might not make it to Jagged Rocks in time, but it seems like they're going to be fine as well. This cookhouse is offline. We will heat it up. Research complete on healthcare installation. Fantastic. Hothouse installation, maybe? Yeah. When things drop to negative 80 and then negative, or 70 then 80, and then maybe 90, we definitely want our hothouse to continue going for as long as possible. We've got so much wood in comparison, or so much steel even in comparison to wood. And so I feel like there's no reason not to put down another wall drill right here. And then, actually, I guess we could have also waited and got the advanced wall drill. Not that we need the wood. Quite the opposite. Scouts have arrived at the camp. Let's explore. Lost without a trace. We found technology. We will acquire some useful technology. Do I have to bring them back to discover this useful technology, or do we already have the useful technology? Either way, we can send our people back because it looks like there's no more spots to uncover around here. I'm hoping there's not like another one out here that we missed, but we'll find out very shortly. The wall drill is now up. Let's schedule an automaton. Hothouse insulation is done. What else do we want to get done here? Is there anything of the utmost importance? Infirmary and mechanization. Infirmaries will employ fewer people, -5 engineers. Doesn't seem too useful, does it? Cookhouse installation could be useful. We do have our cookhouses down here that are currently being warmed by both hubs and being internally warmed. So making those warm on their own would be huge. As soon as this automaton is done, we'll assign it to the wall drill. Get that going. Where are you waiting? Oh, we need to explore. Coal and steel. New site discovered. We will acquire new technology though. I'll take it. Oh, the new site. This is risky. This is risky. We're having them walk into the eye of the storm. It's only 8 hours. It might not be a risk worth taking. But I hope they make it. Both of the remaining bits of research here both just lower the number of people required to do a job, and right now we have more people than we could ever need to do a job. Let's do coal mining rationalization. I don't know how fast that storm is moving. The fact that the fishing village is not iced yet gives me hope, because they're not too far away. 3 hours. This should be fine. Hopefully. We'll see. What's going on here? Doom-mongering drunks. So a dozen or so people got drunk and took to the streets, chasing after women, yelling that we should have some fun before the storm kills us all. What should we do? Banish them or send them home. 12 people will leave the city forever. They'll be sent to sober up, but their doom-mongering will affect the hope and discontent. We'll send them home. It's obviously unacceptable behavior, but you know, we have just been given word that the world is ending. You know, people are going to be a bit rowdy. Stormwatch. We are so close here. We found a note left by Nansen and his co-worker. The expected cold is hard to predict. It will be way below any temperature ever recorded on Earth, gale force 10, as the jet stream seems to abate on descent. Afterwards, the climate shall start improving slowly. We're moving towards the apocalyptic storm to confirm our predictions. Farewell, and may God protect you. I will take the technology. I don't know what useful technology we're getting, but you guys need to get home fast. I think they can outrun the storm. So hopefully, now that they're moving in the right direction, they're not going to get caught by the storm, despite the fact that the storm is right behind them. They might be a little cold, if anything. Oh, waiting. They've arrived home. Okay, that's fine. You guys can be disbanded. We need no more scouts. Coal mining, rationalization complete. I guess let's go for coal thumping technology. Not necessarily the most useful technology, but one that we've got nonetheless now. We found more survivors at Camp Compass. New priorities. We found more sites. Bring them back. Bring them back. We cannot, right? I don't think we can. Fortified hut and ice caves. I'm thinking of reassembling this team and sending them out here. It's a day and 10 hours away. I don't know if we can make it, right? I'm going to do it. And I'm going to redirect these guys over here. We'll keep an eye on it. Obviously, if this freezes up before they get there, we can send them back. We might have to do that anyway. I don't think they're going to make it, unfortunately. I really don't think they're going to make it to the hut. We're still waiting on our automaton, which is hopefully close to being done. Oh my goodness, that is such a close call. We have to, right? We have to bring them back. I should have said no here to the to escorting the engineers. I should have sent them back on their own. We're not going to make it here either. Can I redirect them? No, these cannot be redirected. There's no way we make it here. How long? 11 hours. I feel like we're sending that scout team to die. We have a new automaton. Let's get him to work. You can't press play when you're up on this map, so I can't like play here and watch them walk over. It's frozen. Yeah, no, you have to come back. That sucks. I really hoped we would get... I guess we could send them over here. They'll probably get there faster than these guys will. You guys just go home. Although I have a feeling that this other location that we've just sent our scouts to is going to be the same situation. Let's go for the wall drill. We can always upgrade our wall drill if needs be. Yeah, there's no way they make that, right? How long? 15 hours? Come home. Just come home. You're so close to the frost. Don't die getting somewhere that you're not going to get. It's not worth it, right? It's just so not worth it. These guys are back home. Fantastic. Oh man, look at that. So negative 70, negative 80, negative 90? I assume this is when things start to get really bad. I wonder if we saved everybody. There may have been, like, especially the huts, there may have been more survivors out there. I was hoping to save everyone, but I have a feeling that's not the case. We've not done that. Let's go with our steam wall drill. Is that the one we just unlocked? Or are we unlocking the highest tier? Oh no, let's wait for the advanced wall drill. And then we'll put that down in place of the wall drill that we currently have. People have arrived home safely. We do have some homeless people. This is a resolvable problem. There we go. Fantastic, that should hold everybody. The remaining people don't have any one working with them, right? I'm going to dismantle the coal mine. We're quite far away from needing to dismantle the coal mine, I think. But given that we have 33,000 coal, I would rather be safe than sorry when it comes to our, the hardworking men and women who have kept the coal mine going for 40 days now. I want those guys back. Advanced wall drill. Nice. Let's get that going over there. Perfect. Let's also disband our teams. These do not need to be here anymore. All three of them can be disbanded. Our outpost team is almost back, and at which point we've then completed all of the preparations for the storm. We are as prepared as it is humanly possible for us to be. We're almost full on steel, full on food, full on coal. We're getting there on wood, even if we throw down on wood, especially once we get our new advanced wall drill up and running. We'll hopefully start to fill up on wood even faster. Prayer at work. I'm going to let people pray. You can pray at work. In this time, the storm is almost here. I will allow prayer. I'm also going to encourage prayer with evening prayers and a sermon. Look at that. Hope is so high. I'm even going to do public penance just to try and push that hope maybe to the max. I want people to be as hopeful as they humanly can be before the storm hits. And also, let's disband this other outpost team. Now that they're here, disband. There we go. Preparations finished. The people you saved barely managed to reach the city in time. I don't know about that. I mean, we've got a little while before the storm hits. At least we have a critical supply of food ready. There's not much time left. We should use it to prepare whatever else we can. After the storm hits, there's nothing we can do but wait it out. Okay. Wait for the storm. Look at that. Hope is at the max. Our people cannot get any more hopeful. And I think that is a perfect place to wrap up today's episode. Next time, we'll come back, we'll see a drop to negative 70 degrees, then 80, and then whatever drop hits when the storm gets to us, and we'll see if we can weather it. Right now, people are downright toasty in their homes. People are so warm. We've still got space to bump the generator up all the way to level 4. We've done almost all of the research available. There are a few more pieces we can get, but I don't think any of them are really going to help us at this point in time. I guess we'll keep doing it just for the sake of doing it. But for now, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more Frostpunk in the future, go ahead and hit that like button. It really does help out a lot. Leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new here to get notified as soon as new videos go out. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.